to the Magic in the Morning crew. We talk about product services that Barrett Insurance offers to you, the consumer out there.
Yeah. We talk, educate, and just have a lot of fun with insurance.
Well, it is. Believe it or not, it can be. Even being a dentist, I understand, can be fun. Don't want to be there, but
I don't know who you were talking to. No.
It's called Good Policies, and we broke the ice last week. We talked about the history of Barrett Insurance. Let's touch that for just a minute here.
Yeah, so again, we're a family-owned and operated agency. We're a second-generation husband and wife team. It's myself and my wife, Jennifer Barrett.
And the dog.
And the dog, Charlie. And on occasion, my son, Ethan, who is now 4 years old. So it's a family-owned and operated business. Again, second-generation husband and wife, which is really nice. My mom and dad had the agency. Dad, of course, acquiring it in '89. Mom working with them, and they were together for many years. So we're very happy to be continuing that legacy. And then, of course, we have Kim Panton, who's my mother-in-law, and Anita Mosher, who's our customer service rep. So we're a four-member crew there to help you.
And we know all those names. It's local business providing service for this community.
Yes.
What's on the plate this morning here?
Well, some of our insurance carriers, when you are a member or a policyholder, and it does depend on the company, because there are companies out there that you're a policyholder because they're a stockholder company, or maybe they're a member-owned company like a Cooperative Insurance or a Concord General Mutual company. So there's some differences there. But one of our companies actually had a great article. This came out in their summer issue, their newsletter that they send to policyholders. And I happen to be a policyholder for this company, so
Perfect.
I got my notice. I got my newsletter. And one of the things they brought up is that if you are buying a car, you really shouldn't rely on the dealership or the dealer or the salesperson to transfer your insurance.
Okay.
And that's an important thing. And that is something, too, that you'll see a lot when we do these conversations is I will talk about things that come across my desk. And I've had people come in and go, hey, did so-and-so call you? No, we haven't heard. Well, I've been driving this car for a month now. Well, that's scary.
Well,
okay.
Let me just interject here because I've never bought a brand new car my entire lifetime, but every time I bought a new to me vehicle, it was just in here to call the insurance company. So
Right.
folks aren't thinking about that, right?
Right. No, they're not. And, some dealerships attempt to make the changes for you. They're doing it as a courtesy. They're not doing it for any ill will. It's really, hey, let me help you out. Let me make this a courtesy. Well, that's great, but they cannot do that because your car dealer is not party to your insurance contract for your auto policy. Furthermore, they don't know the coverage you have. They don't know the coverage you may want. You want to have a dialogue. And what we often recommend people do is we recommend that you call us maybe when you start shopping and go, hey, I'm thinking about getting this car. Let's look and see how that will impact my policy. Just a really good thing to do.
Okay, so here's that quick phone call. It's Wednesday morning. Me and the missus are going to head out this weekend, and we're going to do some car shopping. We're kind of interested in, say, a Focus, all right? 1 or 2 years old, maybe, okay? So call up Barrett Insurance. The missus and I are looking at a Focus in this 2016-17.
Sure.
What would a rough estimate be? That's what they should be doing, right?
Right. Give me an idea of what it would be. Hey, by the way, I had maybe a liability-only vehicle because I was one of those Jeff Garfields who never bought a brand new car, who maybe did. Sorry. I'm going to do that every once in a while just for fun. But,
I'm with it.
Okay. But maybe I didn't need full coverage. Now I'm buying a car that I'm going to have a bank loan on. I need full coverage. Well, let's talk deductibles. So there's a lot of good dialogue you can have and get some good information as the consumer before you get maybe a sticker shock after you buy the car and go, oh, I was told by the dealership this is going to be a cheap car to insure. Really? How do they know? How do they know? So, and one other quick thing this morning, we have become aware of a new thing at some of the dealerships, including some of the local dealerships, where they're now becoming affiliated with another company that allows you to get insurance quotes while you're buying your car. And that's something that it's totally up to you, but I'm going to ask you a quick question right now. So
Okay.
you're at the dealership, you have insurance through whomever, whether it be through another agency or with an online carrier. And maybe you're happy with them. And then you go to buy a car, and now the salesperson goes, hey, let's get a quote for you right here. We can get a quote with so many carriers right now on this car. And, of course, the salesperson is going to get money for having you get a quote, from what we understand. But so my question to you now, Jeff, is what is the liability on your policy?
They don't know.
What are your limits that you have on your auto policy right now? Do you know? What do you have for deductibles? What do you have for medical payments?
I have what I can afford. But I
But
think
you
that's
don't
the key.
know,
Right.
And that's the thing is I'm worried, and I'm not worried. You know, it's easy to come to this and say, gosh, I can't believe they're doing that. They're going to take business away from us. That's not where I'm coming from. And you'll find that out through the course of our Good Policies conversation. Yes, obviously, I'm in the business to keep my lights on, but I'm also in the business of educating the consumer, and that's really where we take pride in what we do. I don't want a misinformed consumer to make a wrong decision. You may have 3 other cars at home. You're buying a new car. Well, do you have the VINs for those other 3 cars? Do you have the coverage amounts? There's so many variables, and it really is a contract and a comfort level for you that maybe you shouldn't necessarily jump from insurance company to insurance company.
Right. Okay. So I think what we should do here, just real quick, like first off, we're not bashing the dealers.
Not
They're
even close.
Trying to help the consumer
Absolutely.
out there. Their intentions are great, but as we back just a minute or two ago said, we ourselves have to remember to do this. And
Yes.
it's best to do it locally.
Right.
You're going to bump into each other in the store. You're going to bump into each other at the ball games and such like that. So it is a good reminder. These are things that people take for granted, or as I just proved, you asked me what my coverage is. I couldn't tell you.
Right.
We have to know.
You have to know, because and I tell this to people all the time when I'm quoting their insurance. What do you have for coverage? Because what I'm coming at is not going to be an apples to apples quote if I'm quoting totally different limits. Maybe I'm quoting higher limits and you come to me and go, gosh, I can't believe you're so much more expensive. Well, maybe here's why. Maybe I'm including some things that you don't have currently. And let me back up real quick. You mentioned, going local and being with us. Again, I absolutely applaud that. Yes, but be with whom you want to be with. If you want to be with a Geico, if you want to be with a Progressive Direct or an Allstate Direct or whomever, that's fine. It's your choice, and that's what it's all about. And that's what I think I wanted to relay this morning, is that if you are comfortable with whom you are with, don't feel pressure in the attempt of buying a car to have to look elsewhere.
Be informed.
That's it. Don't be a misinformed consumer, because let's be honest, when you go to buy a car, you want to sign the papers, you want to get the keys, and you want to leave.
And
you don't want something else to slow you down.
And most people will only have their insurance identification card on them. They won't have the breakdown of their policy until it comes up time to renew that, so they won't know that information.
Exactly. Yeah. John stopped texting me that I have a face for radio. Apparently, John's listening this morning. So, and I do.
I hear it all the time.
He's absolutely correct, but I didn't need to hear that.
So Barrett Insurance, we're going to be informing you here throughout our stay. Give them the telephone number, location.
Sure. So Barrett Insurance, we're on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury. You can give us a call at 748-5224. Visit our website where we have these posted. It's thebarrettagency.com. And we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Google Plus as Barrett Insurance Agency.
All right, Mike, thanks an awful lot. Good policies this
sir.
morning. Good coffee, too, by the way. And you're right. We both have a face for radio.
10-4.
All right, John, thanks for listening. And to you out there in Magic Land, a good Tuesday morning. We're going to keep music moving on with one of your favorites from Justin Timberlake.